Disturbing developments in an LAPD shooting that took a young man's life. Only on two, his family is now speaking out as they prepare to take action against the department. CBS 2's Randy Page is live in Long Beach with the interview you'll see only on 2. Randy.
Well, Pat, it's been nearly 5 months since the LAPD killed Eric Rivera. Tonight, we begin with the little we've learned about this from the LAPD, and then we'll show you how the family is connecting the dots with the help of computer animation. So far, police are saying very little about what happened on the night of June 6th, when 20-year-old Eric Rivera, seen here on the left with a cousin on his right, was shot and then run over by 2 police officers. The LAPD says the officers were responding to a 911 call about a man with a gun when Eric caught their attention. That shots were fired, and police say Eric was run over by their patrol car. A neighbor told us what he heard that night.
They were yelling to get down on the ground.
But how could he get down on the ground, Eric's father asks, when a police car is barreling down on him?
It was such a horrible thing.
The family's attorney, Arnaldo Casillas, says he's gone over the little evidence that is known and interviewed an eyewitness and has put together this computer animation of what he believes happened that night.
Eric was walking along the sidewalk. It was evening time. The police officers approach on his left side and shout out to him. He turns to them and tells them, "Leave me alone," and that both of the officers get out. As the car is still moving, they begin to shoot. And there's no explanation for it. He ends up underneath the car in a horribly mangled way. In fact, they have to actually hire a crane to pick the patrol car up off of Eric's body. The only reason that his body ended up underneath the car was because they didn't put it in park.
The next day, police said a toy gun was found near Eric's body, but did not provide a description or explain how it got there. The family's attorney showed us this freeze frame from news coverage that night, which he believes shows the toy gun.
This gun was fluorescent green. It was a toy. It doesn't look like a gun. It looks like Buzz Lightyear's ray gun.
I feel like they committed a criminal act and they need to be prosecuted.
Eric's father says sometimes he can't believe his son is gone.
I'm gonna miss him a lot. I'm just gonna miss him so much.
Tomorrow, the family plans to file a lawsuit and also offer a news conference tomorrow, they say, with some new information. We should also point out that the LAPD is not commenting because the Force Investigation Division is still in the process of their investigation. But it is worth noting that the LAPD has said that cameras were used, most likely dash cameras, because South Bureau vehicles are equipped with dash cameras. And in a case like this, a dash camera might be able to really answer all of the questions that everyone wants to ask and that is still not yet known. Let's go back to
Cops shoot man 7 times, run him over and kill him because he had a bright green water gun. A 20-year-old man was shot 7 times by police and then run over by a patrol car for the crime of allegedly holding a multicolored water gun. By Jack Burns, September 23, 2017. Los Angeles, CA. The parents of a 20-year-old man who was shot to death by police and then run over by a patrol car, are now begging for the officers responsible for their son's death be held accountable for their actions. Eric Rivera, 20, was killed by Los Angeles police officers in June, following a 911 call about a man with a gun. Officers Arturo Urrutia and Daniel Ramirez approached Rivera on the night of June 7. They claimed that they exited their vehicle so quickly, they forgot to put the car in park. As they were opening fire on the man they believed to be brandishing a handgun, the car continued to roll over the young man, but not before the officers struck him 7 times, with at least 1 bullet piercing his skull. In a tragic scene that undoubtedly could have been derived from an action movie, the car rolled over Rivera, pinning him to a wall and trapping his body underneath the police cruiser. As the investigation into the officer-involved shooting unfolded, a crane had to be called in to lift the vehicle from over Rivera's body. The family's lawyer described the young man's torso as literally mangled. Advertisement. There were no firearms found at the scene. While a multicolored water pistol was recovered, Rivera's family told reporters it does not belong to their son. They are now calling for the prosecutor's office to bring charges of negligent homicide against Arusha and Ramirez. What they did was very wrong and they need to be prosecuted. Something needs to be done, Philip Malik, Eric Rivera's father told reporters. The family has filed a federal civil rights lawsuit but will drop the lawsuit under one condition. According to KTLA, Rivera's parents are willing to drop their federal civil rights lawsuit if Los Angeles District Attorney Jackie Lacey agrees to prosecute the officers involved, according to Casillas and Associates, the law firm representing the family. Representatives from Casillas and Associates are turning up the heat on the prosecutor's office, calling out the LA County District Attorney by name. This is a negligent homicide. Jackie Lacey, do your job, Attorney Arnaldo Casillas told reporters. Read more, 4 police tricks to nab you for pot and how you can beat them. Officers Arusha and Ramirez have been cleared of all wrongdoing, according to the KTLA, and are reportedly back on the field performing their regular duties. Citizens of Los Angeles, beware. Lawyers for the Rivera family produced an animated video describing how they believe the alleged homicide occurred. However, the LAPD claims their animation is not based on any evidence that the department is aware of. They countered the video production in a statement saying, "We do not know the basis for the video graphic produced by the attorney for Mr. Rivera's family. What we do know is that the video does not take into consideration the substantial evidence collected by LAPD investigators as part of their exhaustive investigation of the incident." Valerie Rivera, Eric Rivera's mom, lamented her loss. "I'm never going to be able to hug my son again. We're never going to be able to spend holidays with him again. He's not here with us," she said. Casillas said his department located an eyewitness, a security guard who passed Rivera on the sidewalk. The guard reportedly told the legal team Rivera was acting normally and posed no threat to himself or anyone else. Casillas said the squirt gun found on the scene looked like Buzz Lightyear's ray gun. The Free Thought Project will continue to provide updates on this story as the legal proceedings continue and video obtained through the officers' body cameras or dash cameras are released.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.